Hey, hello and welcome to today's GFG problem of the day. Hope you're doing well. So let's see today's problem. So today's problem is prime pair with target sum. So what the problem is saying is we'll be given a number n. We want to find out if there exists a pair, if there exist pairs A and B such that the addition, okay, such that A and B are prime numbers and A plus B can be expressed as n. Okay, if such pair exists, we want to return A and B. Otherwise, we want to return minus one. Okay, and also what they are saying is if there exist two pairs A, B, C, D, and if A is less than C, then we need to consider A, B as an answer. Okay, so let's see what the problem is trying to say. For example, if n is 10, right? So we want to find AB, okay, whose addition leads to 10. Okay, so and also this AB should be prime number. So what can be is it possible? Yes, it is possible. So there are two prime numbers 3 and 7 whose addition leads to 10. Okay, so we want to find such pairs. Okay, okay. So this is a problem. Okay, now I hope you've got the problem now. How we'll solve this, how we can solve this problem. Okay, so what we can do is, for example, if n is given as 22, okay, so we will generate all the prime numbers till 22. Okay, and then we'll find out such pairs A and B. Okay, now in order to find out all the prime numbers, or in order to generate all the prime numbers, we are going to use sieve of Eratosthenes. Okay, so what is sieve of Eratosthenes? So what we'll have is we'll have an array of n plus 1. That is, we'll consider 22 also. Okay, it is going to be a Boolean array. Okay, so let's represent this. For example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Okay, so this is the array. Consider this as a Boolean array. Okay. And what we're going to do, we're going to mark all these elements, all these positions as true. Okay. So we're going to say initially all are prime numbers. Okay. Okay. So this we have a table or we have an array here. Okay. Okay. It's a Boolean array basically. Now what we're going to do is we are going to have two for loops. Okay. So for example, for I int I equal to, it will start from 2 because 1 is not a prime number. Okay. We'll start from 2. Okay. And I into I. I'll explain this. We'll go till root of n plus I. Okay. So we'll have this inner follow. So we'll start from here. Okay. So initially, so what we'll do, we'll check if this prime of I, sorry, yeah. So this is a prime array. Okay. If prime of I, if it is true, okay, if it is true, that is if it is a prime number, right? Then we'll have an inner follow. Okay. So let me explain. We'll have a J, okay, which will start with I into I. Okay. And it will go till J less than equal to N, and we'll increment J. I'll explain this J plus I with I. Okay. Okay. So this will be our, okay, this will be our follow. So let's see, let's dry run this. So we'll start with here. So initially, all are true, right? All are marked as true, right? So this is going to be true, prime of I, right? That is the second number, it is prime. So we'll go here. Now what we're going to do, we'll mark all the multiples of 2. We'll mark the multiples 2 as false because definitely they are not prime numbers, right? So we're going to start with here, J equal to I into I, right? So we'll start with here. So we'll mark this as, okay, we'll mark this as false. This is not a prime number. Okay, and we'll increment J with I. So now J is 4. So J plus I, what is I? I is 2, right? I is 2. So we'll mark all the multiples of this 2 as false. They are not prime numbers. So we'll keep on going 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. Okay, we're going to mark as prime as in the inner loop as false. Okay, so we are done with one iteration. Now we'll increment I, right? We'll increment I. Okay, so here I. Okay, so now here this is a prime number definitely. It's untouched. Initially it was marked as true. So now we'll go in the inner follow. So we'll start with I into I, right? J equal to I into I. Okay, 9. Okay, 9. So yeah, we'll start with here, right? Right, we'll start with here. We'll mark this as, false. Okay, this is definitely not a prime number. Then we are going to add I to the J. So J is 9. So 9 plus 3, 12. We'll mark this also as false. Then 12 plus 3, 15. We'll mark this as false. 18, we'll mark this as false. 21 as well. Okay, so second iteration is done. Now we are going to come here. Okay, I into I, right? Sorry, I into I is less than n. 20, 16. 4 into 4, 16. It is still less than n. N is 22. Okay, so here definitely we won't proceed ahead because this is false, right? It is false. So we'll go ahead. Now I into I. Okay, I into I. So this leads to 25, which is greater than n. So we'll stop here because, and if you see, we have covered all the numbers, right? So we will have all the prime numbers. Okay, we'll have all the prime numbers till 22. Okay, if you see 2, 3, 5, 7, all right, 11, 13, and 17 and 19. Okay, so we have all the prime numbers. So that is why we need to go till square root of n only. Okay, square root of n only, right? So yes, so we are done here. Okay, so once we are done, we are simply what we're going to do. We will start with, okay, we'll start with this 2, whatever is the prime number, right? We'll start with 2 if it is prime, right? And 22 minus, we'll check 22 minus 2. Okay. So this is intuition. Okay. Now simply what we're going to do, we have all the prime numbers, right? I'll show through the code now. We'll have all the prime numbers and we simply now need to go through this array. Okay. And we have to find such pairs A, B, prime numbers A, B, whose sum leads to 22. Okay. So I hope you've got the intuition. Now I'll go to the code. Before going to the code, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel if you got the intuition. Thank you so much. Now first I'm going to show you the Java code followed by C++. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll have a Boolean array. Okay. Prime equal to new Boolean n plus 1. Okay. We are going to mark this as true. Okay. So we have initially marked this as true. Now we are going to run int I equal to, we'll start with 2 because definitely 1 is not a prime number, and we'll go till square root of n plus I. Okay. Now we're going to check here if prime of I, if it is a prime number, then go inside, execute the inner follow int j equal to I into I, right? J less than equal to n and j plus equal to I. I've explained this. Okay. And we are going to, if we are going to mark all the multiples of I, right, as false, because those won't be prime numbers. So we have here prime numbers. Now simply what we're going to do, we are going to, for example, Boolean, we're going to iterate through this array. Int, for example, I equal to 2, I less than equal to n plus I, right? And we're also going to have Boolean if we have found the pair, such pair, right? Boolean found equal to false first. Okay. So we're going to check. We have this array if prime of I, this is A, right? And then prime of n minus I, this is B, right? Definitely if it is n minus I, if it is B. Okay, if such is the case, then simply what we're going to do, we also going to have a result array. Okay. And we'll add these numbers, result, add I and n minus I. Okay, this will lead to, the addition will lead to n. Okay. And we'll also mark found equal to true, and we'll simply break it because we have found our pair. Okay. If you have not found, then simply what we're going to do, result we are going to add -1. Return result simply. Let me execute this. All the test cases, okay, some is failed. What it is? Your code output is some problem. Let me quickly check. Okay, so we don't want this arrays fill because it will fill 0 and position 0 and 1 as well as true, right? So that is why we got that answer. So we'll start with I equal to 2 only because I equal to 0 and 1, right? Definitely those are not prime numbers. So we'll mark them. We'll mark I equal to 2 to n as true. Okay, the rest will be false. Okay, so let me execute this. Yeah. Okay, so all the test cases seem to pass. Yes, they have passed. Okay, I would request you to subscribe to my channel. Okay, let us quickly see the C++ code now. Okay, so here is a C++ code. So here we took a Boolean vector array, right, of n plus 1, and then we are marking the elements from I equal to 2, right, the position from I equal to 2 to n, right, as true. And then we are running our C of Eratosthenes, right, for loops, right. So here again, I have explained this, right. So we have all the prime numbers. Okay, then we simply got, it's the same, right. We take this vector as a result array, right, and we have found as false. This Boolean will start with I equal to 2, and then we are going to check. We're going to check. Yes, and we are checking, okay, the A and B pairs, right? If both are prime, then simply add to the result, and if not found, right, then we have to return -1 and -1. Okay, so this is the solution. I hope you have got the solution. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Have a happy, healthy, and a great day. Thank you so much.